What's up, guys? It's Feeve Chief here, and Fantasy FC Team 1 is here. So in this video, we're going to be going over all the investments you need to make this weekend to get your coins up, and a few different trading methods you can use throughout this week to help you make coins. So let's go ahead and kick it off with basically our most simple investment that we make almost every single weekend on Friday/Saturday, which is going to be gold rare fodder cards. And the reason we make this, obviously, is because Saturday, we get loads and loads of supply when we get these new promos, because we get store packs, we have people opening their saved packs. It's when we get all this supply, and then as the week goes on, we get content like 84 times 5 packs, 85 plus player picks that we call casino SBCs that typically make this kind of fodder rise. And what we've seen over the last couple weeks is Saturday is always kind of the first day that they bring that content out. So I think last week they dropped the 85 plus player pick on Saturday, and that was repeatable twice every single day. So I'm expecting EA to do something very similar, where tomorrow on Saturday they release some sort of casino SBC in the upgrade section that is repeatable basically every single day. So what kind of fodder am I looking at going into right now? Well, right now, fodder is basically all inflated, right? It really isn't as simple as it was last week. 84s are up for 2.7K, 85s are close to 7,000 coins, 86s are 10,000 coins, and then 87s and 88s are still inflated as well. So I'm mainly right now looking at these 85 and 86 rated cards, because that seems like the kind of region that EA are trying to require the most in SBCs. So I could easily see these 86s going to like 13K, the 85s going to 8K, kind of in that range. And in turn, I think the 84s would rise as well with these cards. But I'm really focusing on that 85, 86 range, because that's kind of what they're requiring for these casino SBCs. So another point with the 86s, since these are around that 10,000 coin mark, what I like to do is, if ever possible, when you're investing in fodder, if there's special cards that are like the exact same price as fodder, you should try to pick these up. So like these future stars here, I've completely put the wrong input in there, but some of these 86 rated future stars you can get on bid for like 10,250, 10,500 coins, as you can see here, and that's the normal price of an 86. So you might as well just pick up the special card. So that's like a small little tip I would add there. So 85s, 86s are what I'm mainly looking at right now. However, something that you could add in is essentially waiting until content tomorrow, until we get whatever SBC comes, and waiting to see what it requires. So for example, last week, the 85 plus player pick that came out required an 84 rated squad. You could do this twice a day for the entire week. So what happened as the week went on, 84s just slowly rose in price. You could see Friday they were about 1,900 here, and just a slow rise in price all the way to Thursday. They were 3,000 coins. So what I'm tempted to do is essentially wait until we get that content tomorrow on Saturday, and then just go all in to whatever card is required then. So that's another option that you guys can go for, is instead of getting in on these 85s and 86s right now, you can kind of wait until we see exactly what's going to get used throughout the week, and then get in on it as well. So next up, we have kind of the main piece around this promo and where I'm excited to start making coins, and it's these actual FC fantasy players, because these are going to be a gold mine for making coins. 87 Son, we love that, EA. Give me those. So let's go ahead and take a look at this FC fantasy team, and basically how we're going to invest in these cards. So essentially what you're going to get is any sort of live card that is going to be a favorite in their upcoming match is basically going to rise in price. From Sunday onward, they will rise in price, because that's just kind of like what these cards do. People get excited over these, and then they just slowly rise in price. And what I would compare it to, for example, is like Road to the Final cards. For example, in terms of like favorites, PSG was a big favorite to win their game, and you'll see this Donnarumma card came into packs Friday, was lowest on Sunday, and then just kind of had like a slow rise and then peaked kind of like at his game time here, as you can see. And you'll see that with a lot of these road to the final cards. If we go look at, for example, I want to pick somebody who didn't have a guaranteed upgrade already. What about like Gavardiol here? Again, was low like Sunday, Monday, because he was in the mini release. So he came out on Sunday and then just rose to 1.3 mil there. So these cards basically just gain a ton of hype as they get close to their games. And if you don't know how this FC promo works, it's essentially if their team in real life does well, these cards will get upgrades. So it really is around picking up those cards that are going to be big favorites. Like, I think this Konate card's probably way too cheap. Even, I know Liverpool have a lot of injuries right now. He'll just get a lot of hype leading up to the games. I think this card is going to be an absolute gold mine for us as a Premier League French center back. I like him. Any of these cheap cards, like Politano, for example, I don't even know how good Napoli is. Is he even still on Napoli? They be changing these badges yeah, it is Napoli. Change these badges all the time. Even if they're like not super good, he will go up before their upcoming games here. And especially these cards will rise if they have easy games upcoming. So I kind of want to go look at like Serie A table here. So Napoli having a poor season here. They're in ninth. So I don't know that he's going to get tons and tons of hype around him. What are some other cards we can go ahead and look at here? Let's go look at the La Liga table. What is Atletico Madrid up to? La Liga table. Fourth place here, not too bad. We can take a look at their upcoming games. Not, again, that I know how good these teams are. I don't know that Almeira's all that good. Real Betis has got a decent squad. Cadiz. So not the easiest games in the world here. So this just kind of gives you a general idea of, the cards that have the easiest games coming up are going to get the biggest rises. Ooh, like Liverpool have Southampton, Forest, and then they do have City, but like going into, I guess that's FA Cup, because I think it's just domestic games. Not 100% sure on that. But essentially, I'm just going to be investing in cards that are going to be guaranteed to rise in price just because of hype. So I would expect Konate to do that. I would expect Politano and Molina to do that. And then, I mean, even Iago Aspas, like, even if he's not really expected to win their next games or they're not expected to score a lot of goals, I just expect him to go up in price. So I plan on buying all these cards closer to Sunday, I believe is my plan. But I wanted to kind of go over those FC fantasy cards with you guys and give you an idea of those. Now, let's hit on some kind of previous investments. Basically, I've sold absolutely everything, right? Everything we've bought as an investment, I've sold. I've got a few different things. I'll be up to like 1.4 mil once everything sells. I just keep clicking on the same guy here. But one that I was really happy with was Barrios here because of this Molina card coming out. This guy had a really, really nice rise here. He went up to like 18K at one point. He's back down to like 16, but again, we bought for like 12K on this card. So really, really happy with that. And obviously all of our fodder from last week went absolutely nuts. So some really, really good profits there. So lastly in this video, I just kind of want to hit on some easy trading methods for you guys, which on like Fridays and Saturdays, it's always the same thing. And I have these filters in the Discord, which again, free trading Discord in the description, make sure to join. But it's basically just filters where you can bid on fodder. So the first one here is going to be an 85 filter. You just put in as you see there, and you should get a majority of 85 rated cards in this filter, or at least like a decent amount here. And then you basically just get to bidding on these cards because as we talked about earlier, Friday, Saturday is when we're getting that kind of like influx of supply. Next up, we'll show you like an 86 filter, something really simple here. Where are we at? Actually, I think 86 is I need to go 10 to 50, and then we'll just jack this up here. 3,300, 3,600. So yeah, then you get your 86s here, and you'll see absolutely loads of them coming in on minimum bid. So you just kind of got to hop on these bids here. And then 87s, I don't know if I remember exactly what it is, but I'm just going to kind of go for this here. Close enough, it looks like. I think it needs bumped up a little bit more. It might be 6,600 minimum. But again, all these filters are in the Discord. This is going to be your easiest way to make coins on the weekend, is just kind of like going about it like this, going for bidding on fodder. And then the weekend is obviously when we invest all of our coins as well. So tomorrow is going to be a much better indicator of what we invest in. I'll hop in the Discord as well to ping you guys on what exact fodder I'm going into. I may pick up some 85s, 86s tonight, but I'm hoping to just wait until content tomorrow and then kind of go into whatever's required for that casino SBC. But guys, that's gonna be it for this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.